What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Adrian Hawkins of HawkFit here with the New Year's Eve video. New Year's Eve, New Year, same me. These habits have already been built in, so there's nothing like going to the gym the day before New Year. And right here, this video is going to be a little bit different in that the video won't pertain 100% to what I'm talking about, but some of it will. So just make sure you realize that as you're watching the video. And what I want to focus primarily on in this video is how to increase your grip strength, because that's something I've realized during my DUP session, is that my grip strength on the deadlifts was my limiting factor, especially on days that I was not using the straps. I realized that my grip strength gave out way before my hip, my lower back, or even my arms. And so I've been doing some research, looking at some different things, and I found some general information that is beneficial in terms of increasing your grip strength. And they're not in any particular order, so please feel free to kind of incorporate what works for you and then just kind of discard what's not working for you. But here we go. Number one, and probably the most important, would be to lift heavier. And what I mean by that is, if you're doing some sort of pull, you should be adding weight to those pulling motions. And let me go ahead and quantify what I mean. So if you're doing pull-ups, pull-ups are a great way to increase grip strength, but add some weight. If you have access to a belt and a chain or a rope where you can throw on some plates, do some weighted pull-ups. If you're deadlifting, go ahead and deadlift heavy, but at a weight that you can probably pull maybe 6 to 8 reps, and do that for a number of sets. And those will help you greatly increase your strength, your grip strength. A few other lifts you could do are bent over barbell rows. You can bring those up heavy. And again, with that being said, you really want to make sure you're not using a strap. You'll see in this video that I was planning on doing about 365 to 405 pounds, which is 165 to 183 kilograms. And so as I was doing this, I was just aiming for 5 sets of 5 to really work on grip strength. And I noticed that on the third set, after about 2 or 3 reps, that my grip strength started to fail. So I know that the next time I do deadlifts, this is where I need to start and focus on building and improving grip strength. So I shouldn't really be focusing on anything lighter than this. And here's the point of the video where I couldn't get it, so I just ended up putting on some straps and getting in some heavy deadlifts, and I actually ended up getting a PR on the deadlifts, and it was 515 pounds or 233 kilograms. And so that was exciting for me because I bumped up my PR by approximately 10 pounds or 233.5 kg. Again, the big thing would be to pull heavy, not use wrist straps, and then there are some other things you could use. You could use like fat grips, if you've ever seen those in the gym. Like when you're benching or pulling, they make the bar much thicker, much harder to grab. So it does work your forearm a little bit. And I mean, you'll throw in some forearm or some wrist curls, but you should not be making the entirety of your workout around forearm and wrist curls. That's a waste of time, and you're not going to get as much accomplished in a short period of time. That being said, the thing you really want to work on, besides pulling heavy, is working your entire arm and not just your forearms. So you want your entire arm to be strong, and not just thinking, oh, I'm going to do some wrist curls and forearm curls. But you want to have, obviously, you want to have some strong shoulders, going into some strong biceps and triceps, going into your forearms, and obviously fingertip strength will help with that. And you could grab some plates and just do some plate holds, and just go till just hold them up until your fingers are exhausted and you hit failure. Do that a couple times, but that'll help you. It'll help you increase your grip strength, which is our overall goal here. Along with that being said, today, just a fun day in the gym. It was just an extra day. Decided to go in, have some fun, throw on some deadlifts, which I actually hadn't done in about four or 5 weeks since the last time I tested my DUP session. And I was pretty impressed that I was still able to pull heavy, even though I hadn't done it for a while. And this is important for me at this point in time right now, because I'm really trying to focus on my deadlifts, and just finishing a heavy session where it was 4 weeks of pulling 3 times a week. That was pretty intense for my body, having never had done that before, so I gave myself a few weeks off, and I'm jumping back into it. But in the off time, I did a lot of rowing movements, bent over barbell rows, a lot of rack pulls, shrugs. Shrugs is a great one to help you work on your grip strength, as well as that pulling movement that'll help you on your deadlifts. So I've been focusing on those, and I hope this next time that I come in and start deadlifting again, it will pay off. And for my next goal, I'm probably aiming to pull somewhere around 550, and I'm 35 pounds away from that, so it'll probably be a few months, but who knows? I've only been deadlifting for about 7 months seriously now. So thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.